Hey guys, so I know that the last four videos that I did, the audio was super screwed up. I don't know what was going on because even when I muted it on the last one, I completely turned my audio off. It was still coming through. Um, you could barely hear anything I was saying. It was a really good game. I played We Know the Devil, but I wanted to come out with one video where maybe my audio wouldn't be so screwed up and give it a shot. But I wanted to have a look at the My Story animated, and there's a couple, I don't know, I haven't really looked at it, so I thought that I would do it right now and draw it out. Just I know that so many have the title that doesn't relate to the video at all. Sorry, Mom, I'm not for sale. My parents hid a secret about my body for over 10 years. I should never kiss my BFF. That sounds like the one.
I could feel everyone's eyes on me. I don't know if you've heard this, but Orthodox Catholic school and kissing the same gender don't mix. As I walked
It's
towards my
true.
classroom and saw the principal standing there waiting for me, I tried to form a plan. Could I jump in the janitor's closet and live there for the rest of my life? Maybe I'd be lucky and someone would shove me in their locker. I couldn't breathe. Yeah, my life was about to be over. So how did I, an obedient, smart, lovely little Catholic girl, end up playing tonsil hockey with another Catholic girl? Well, firstly, get your mind out of the gutter. There were no uniforms or cameras involved. I was
My
raised in
mind
the
wasn't
deep
there.
South, the sweet tea-loving, gay-hating deep
The
South.
gay
My
hating.
parents were ultra religious. I'm talking no Halloween, no
She's
atheist
got
friends allowed within 2 miles of our house.
huge boobs for how tall she is versus her parents. I don't know why that's all I could look at. I don't know why
Growing
that
up,
matters.
all the girls around me started crushing on boys pretty early. Once the crushing began to happen, I was standing on the sideline screaming, "Did y'all forget about cooties?" You know, that thing we were all worried about 5 minutes ago.
Ooh, those
When
are
I hit high
some good
school, it
cooties.
really ramped up. People were making out in the hallways, in the stairwells, in the friggin' classrooms. The worst part?
Me
Our
too.
school was covered in statues of Jesus on the crucifix. Like, real nice, Stacy. Jesus died for those sins you're cooking up with Brad behind the bleachers. I kind of kept away from it all. I mean, for starters, the nuns were scary as hell. Did I want to get the evil eye from them just so I could swap spit with one of the dumb boys in my class?
No, girl, have you ever seen
No,
that movie?
there's no way I did. That is,
I
until
haven't.
Micah came along. Now, Micah was new, and he did things to me. When I saw him,
Same.
I felt giddy. He had these beautiful curls and a great sense of humor. I just thought, if I could just get close to him, maybe I could see what this crush thing was all about.
I
One
guess you
day, I
could.
actually ran into Micah at the mall. We walked around for hours, window shopping, talking about life, laughing. I couldn't keep my eyes off of his stupid face. I felt all weird and warm. What if he was my crush? We could get married and live in the woods at the edge of town.
Have 10
We could
kids.
live off of fast food and
Ooh,
drive by to throw eggs at the nuns on our days off. We'd have a dog, of course, but it would totally love me just a bit more than Micah. It would be perfect.
absolutely.
Just as I was about eyebrow deep in my fantasy, it began. I saw the whole thing in crazy slow motion. Micah's hand landed on my shoulder. Then the lean in, the classic lean. His lips were moving towards mine at a snail's pace. I could practically hear the intense soundtrack playing. But something was wrong. I looked at his lips and, ew, they looked all slimy. Were all boys' lips like this?
Yeah.
Or was he just greasy? His stubble made me cringe.
Yeah.
All I could think was, abort, abort. Jump in the fountain, punch him in the face. Remind me again, why did people want to do this? But I caved. And boy, was it a horrible decision.
Melty.
The kiss felt like two slugs were either doing it or trying to kill each other on our faces. What the heck was the point of this? As he pulled away, I swear to God, I was about to throw my food court pretzel up on him. He smiled at me all suave, or I guess he was trying to be suave.
Oh,
All
such a
I
good
saw
kiss,
was a
babe.
face I wanted to punch. He leaned in again, and I pushed him off. I mean, I loved laughing with him, walking around with him. I even loved just looking at him. But that, yeah, I never want to do that with him again. A few weeks passed like this. We'd go out, have a kick-ass time, and then the inevitable would happen. He'd lean in for the kiss. I'd watch in horror like someone was about to stab me. One day, I couldn't take it anymore. I shoved him off and told him I didn't like kissing him. One might imagine he'd say, "Oh, that's okay. You're rad anyway. Let's go get some mozzarella sticks." But no, 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 no. His totally measured, logical response was to stand up and scream, "What are you, a lesbian?" Nothing
Gotta
like
blur that
having that
out.
screamed in your face in the deep South. Why didn't he just put me on a stake and set me on fire while he was at it?
Celeb.
I said no, but as I was walking home, all I could think was, holy, am I a lesbo? Like, like Ellen or some other famous lesbian? I mean,
Why is it
I
keep?
checked the main box. I didn't like kissing boys.
I don't get
So
it.
I set out on my quest. I felt like every Jesus statue in the school was staring at me,
They're all
like
so
they somehow
disappointed.
knew what I was about to do. There had been a rumor about a girl in my class, Camila. Now, Camila had been totally ostracized when the rumors started, so I couldn't be seen with her, or people would talk. One day I messaged her and invited her to the movies. She met me there, and after the movie, we sat in the lobby sharing a meal. I kept repeating to myself, this is just a test. Just a test. You're not even like into girls. Except, wow, her hair is pretty. And her eyes, they just, they just like sparkle. And she smells so nice, and holy, I am a lesbian. Camilla made me laugh, and I put my hand on her leg. From that moment forward, it was go time. She started to lean in. My heart felt like it was going to bust out of my chest and knock her out. She pressed her lips against mine, and I was in Slug City again. Inside, I felt hollow, like someone had scraped out my guts. When we pulled apart, I actually felt tears welling in my eyes. What was wrong with me? I wanted to slap my brain and tell it to wake the hell up. Camilla didn't even have time to react to me crying, because she was looking beside us with a terrified look on her face. I looked to my right, and Micah was standing there with his dumb jaw on the
Never made a
floor.
woman cry before.
No, no, no. What was he going to call me now? Micah snapped a picture and ran off. But not before he flipped me the bird over his shoulder. He's a classy man, after all.
You won't kiss
Camilla
me?
turned to see my crying. She leaned in to brush my tears, and I shoved her away. Getting ready for school the next day, I prepared to walk into my funeral. Walking up the path to the building felt like a death march. I had a neon blinking sign over my head that screamed,
A
"Kick
heart
me!
shape?
I am lesbian! Kick me!" The whole day, people gave me nasty looks as I passed. Super loving of them, right? The icing on the cake?
Absolutely.
Camilla was nowhere to be seen.
I'd be out
Yeah,
too if I made
that's
you
right.
cry.
The girl that got me into this mess just shot me off into battle by myself. I started walking to my last period class, and
Oh
that's
no.
when I saw her. My principal standing there, tapping her foot impatiently with rage burning in her eyes.
You did a
If
sin.
looks could kill, I would have been vaporized and left for the janitor to clean up the minute I
She's
turned the
lasering the
corner.
lesbian right out of
I
you.
felt like I was in a Western showdown, inching in slow-mo towards battle, except only one of us had a gun, and it sure as hell wasn't me. I looked at the ground on my walk of shame towards the room.
Killing lesbians
Before I
all
even
through the
got
West.
halfway, my office, now. I'm not sure you can get banned from school for kissing a girl, but apparently that was her plan. She showed me a picture that had gone viral with students. Yeah, she pronounced it viral. Please laugh. I know, I wanted to. It was of Camila and I right after the kiss. We were holding hands on the table. The principal
I
went
thought she was
on and
crying.
on about how this was unacceptable and what would God think. To be honest, all I could
Unacceptable.
imagine was him thinking, "Oh, Prairie, you poor pathetic thing. You're sorry." Even worse, she told me that the picture was grounds to get me kicked out for illicit content. Was this when I was supposed to tell her that I didn't even like kissing? Or was I supposed to tell her to check under the bleachers to catch literally any other student? She told me she was going to tell my parents. Someone break out the casket and the flowers. It was time for my funeral. The next few days, Camilla tried to talk to me. I told her to go away. I slammed my
No.
locker in her face, completely ignored her. I even blocked her on social media.
Ooh.
Whatever I wasn't a lesbo, I guess. But what what the hell was left? When my parents found out I had been caught holding hands with the girl, all hell broke loose. I lost my phone, my privileges to leave the house. I had to read the Bible verses practically in my sleep. Then one night, a pebble hit my window. I looked outside to see Camilla there. This was some Romeo and Juliet level stuff. I helped her climb up because at this point I was lonely as hell and I
Fucking
was going insane stuck in my
biceps.
room all day. Camilla apologized. She knew how scary it was to be outed. I couldn't control myself. I blurted out, "I'm not a lesbian." I could see that it stung, but I was feeling so terrible myself. Camilla started to climb back out the window, but I grabbed her hand and pulled her back in. I explained the truth. I thought she was beautiful and funny and attractive, but I didn't like kissing her. I didn't like kissing anyone. Relief washed over her face. I wanted to knock her on the head and see if she was paying attention. Was there something she wasn't telling me? I mean, hello, I just told her I didn't like kissing her. Camilla asked me if I was asexual. I had no idea what that meant, but it had the word sexual in it, which was gross enough. She explained that asexual just meant I wasn't sexually attracted to people. Every asexual person was different, but a lot didn't like kissing or holding hands or, other stuff. A lot still had a romantic attraction to people. It felt like angels were singing from the heavens. That's exactly how I felt. I thought Camilla was perfect, but I didn't want to kiss her, and I didn't think I ever would. So I assumed that was it. I thanked Camilla and sent her on her way, but she stopped before stepping out the window. She explained that she really liked me. If I wanted, we could just lay down and talk. So we did just that. And I don't mean lay down as a euphemism. We just actually laid there and
See,
talked until the morning. I
I
hope
didn't
you
think you
liked my
did.
story. Have you ever felt confused about yourself like I did?
I'm
Please feel
confused about myself 24/7. Thank you for that amazing story. I don't get the whole I should never kiss my BFF thing because I didn't think that her and like the first guy were best friends when I I thought they fucking first met. Um and I don't even know if that's what she's talking about or if she's talking about her and Camilla, cuz again, I thought that she only heard rumors about her and then went to her because she knew she was a lesbian to try and get with her. Either way, I mean, like, I think that was a super realistic story. It was a lot better than, like, some of the other ones that are crazy and, like, absolutely don't relate to the title at all. Um, I don't, I hope that the audio actually, you can actually hear it in this one. I also moved the camera. I don't know. Nothing's working for me. That's me. I'm a problem. Thank you guys so much for watching. Uh, Good luck and have a great day.